Okay. Let's do this. Oops. Now let's do this. Okay. Maybe if I put the sweater over my keyboard, it will make it quieter. Oh, it's so hard to see. So, symmetry, we want to make it symmetrical because it's exactly the same on both sides. There's this this design right here on his neck that kind of is asymmetrical, but we'll deal with that later. That will be done in the texture phase. The general silhouette is symmetrical. So, first, these two pieces are different. You see the split? So let's make them together. There we go. So when I press X, boom, we get symmetry. So that we do the same thing on both sides. He's kind of got this triangular snout. You know, this we don't want to mess with. So let's just work on that. So I'm using the clay buildup brush over here, which we went over, is it will continually add clay if I continue to stroke the same place. Well, let's switch to the move brush. You might be able to hear as if sometimes I go a little quiet. It's some serious concentration. Concentration sometimes. I'm gonna do my best to give you guys some hardcore videos this week. You might kill me in the sleep department, but I got your back. I got your back. If this channel is going to get bigger, I've got to start giving people reasons to stay. And I have got to produce. And I'm going to produce. Oh, yeah. It's usually very ugly. It's usually always ugly. For the first little while, and then it takes shape slowly. It's mainly just moving things around till they look dope. It's mainly just moving stuff around till it looks good. Get a mask. When I hold control, I can mask areas of the mesh, which means they don't get touched. I can't grab this masked area. If we're going to make these this mouth, we need to get the shape proper of his jaw. And most of it sticks out like that. And he's got this ridge here. But it's not this shape, so let's make it and then it's bigger here, and then it gets tight again. But his ears, point of this, as I said, is to get the silhouette right first. You get the big bulky shapes, then you go in and you fine tune after. So let's mask out this. Looks a little fatter near the bottom. When I control, drag, I mask. When I control alt, I subtractively mask. And then I can take away. Okay. Let's get these shapes going. We can always fix later too. This is just, I'm just getting the general idea. So I'm building some landmarks here. For us to use in the future. Okay. Let's watch this. Invert. Move brush. Smooth all this out. There we go. Subtract. Just push it in. I switched to the standard brush to give it more of a concave look when I push it in. There. As you can see, we're starting to get some landmarks built, so we can further move this along. Now, obviously, there's some stuff that's extremely out of proportion, but we can fix that. We can always fix that. For instance, his mouth hangs over just a tiny bit. Here, it does not. So, we can pretty much grab this whole thing, move it forward. This doesn't do this odd, like crazy shark fin. I mean, it comes to the point, but this lip, so essentially this whole thing needs to be brought in. And this needs to be brought forward. Now we're getting that little bit of a bend in there, like we see here, like a little beam. Obviously it's different size, we're still in the blockout phase. But as you can tell, it's way closer. Here's where it is. Watch this. Here's where it was. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. So as you can see, it's very iterative. Step after every little thing counts. See, as I was making these shapes, I got it out of proportion. But I was starting to feel it. You puff out the head. Get the ears in there, and then you see that you get the ear in there, you see a different shape. You're like, okay, now let's get some more silhouette. So we got a general idea, and then we went in to find some landmarks and what makes it look like it on the inside. Once you get an okay space of the landmarks, then you realize, okay, now we have things to measure, more things to measure by. We've got these little holes. This gap is obviously incorrect. We'll fix that later, but what do you see? I start to see it's sitting improperly. So we reshape. Look at that. And now it's a little closer. A little closer. Takes time, but that is the gist of it. I'm going to save this. Here, so we can come back to it later. Now, sorry, this is a bit of a back and forth conversation, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I really hope you find this interesting. It'll only get better as I start to. I've never actually had to explain. I mean, I'm somewhat of a lead at work, so I have to tell people and teach, but I don't use ZBrush at work for what I do right now. It's mostly Photoshop and painting. So, explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it in this and in my is a little different. So just stick with me. I will find out some easier steps and get a little more fluid. And we're gonna grow. So let's have a good night and get some sleep, or maybe some relaxing afternoon naps. And if you're in North America, where I am, hi. If you're in Europe, where I'm noticing the other half of the people who watch my videos live, hello. I actually never expected to. It never occurred to me that in places like France and Britain, I would get viewers. And I don't know why that was odd to me, because the majority of the people I watch are from there. So I just absolutely love the demographic, and I really want to make you guys proud. So have a good evening, and please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, dislike it, comment, and subscribe if you can. There will be more videos to come, and I'll see you with